Are you ready to take charge? Are you ready to step into your positive energy? If so, this is the episode for you. My name is Henry. Welcome to the Positive Mindset Podcast, where we come together to raise our vibration, lift our perspective, and build that positive mindset. I'm so thankful to have each and every one of you here today because in this episode, we're going to go through a thought process that will help you not only take charge, but move forward into the life that you desire. But before we get started, we're going to take a few moments to slow down, zero in. We're going to take some deep, healing, meditative breaths to help us align on the frequency that we want in our lives. So pick a word. It could be love, joy, happiness, abundance, whatever frequency you want. And we're going to take a deep breath in. And as you're breathing in, you're going to say this word over and over and over again. Really charge yourself up with that energy. And then as you're holding your breath, visualize yourself doing something in that frequency. And once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. And out. We're going to take another deep breath. This one's about alignment, about getting ourselves in receiving mode so we can receive the message that we need to hear to get us in that positive state. So we're going to do just like we did, but we're going to pick a specific word. We're going to take understanding because we want to understand. We want to have clarity just like we did in the previous episode, but we want to actually understand what it is that we're observing. So we're going to take another deep breath in. As you're breathing in, just say understand, understand, understand over and over. See it expand in your mind. As you're holding your breath, I'm going to say some positive statements around understanding so that we can align with that frequency. Anything that no longer resonates with that word, when I say it, allow it to leave you as we exhale so we can move forward with confidence and understanding of the message. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. Understanding. There's nothing in this life that I don't understand. Everything is happening for me so that I can perceive it, receive it, and understand it so I can grow. Understanding. And go ahead and exhale. Well, for a number of reasons, I'm excited about this episode. The first one being, if you listen to yesterday's episode on Christmas, when I just recorded that into my phone, it was really good to connect with that old self. When I didn't have, the camera, I didn't have the mic, I didn't have, the ability to edit it. It was just flow. And through that message, I tried to explain something that was in my head. This is what's going for 2024. And if you can adopt this process, I believe that it'll give you the most power that you've ever had. It will allow you to create. It'll allow you to explore. It'll allow you to expand as you desire. So try to sit through this and hopefully you can understand. And just take this as a perspective. I'm not saying that you have to take this as truth, a belief, but just a perspective, something that you can try and see what happens. Whether you believe this as absolute fact or just a technique to see things differently, it will help. So what I'm going to operate in 2024 in is my higher self. I'm not my better self, not the evolved self, not the self that knows more, but I'm operating from higher self, meaning this version of me, Henry, is basically the filter in which I experience the world. The mind, the body, all of it is not me. It's the filter that I'm going to experience this world. I'm no longer going to live a life. I'm going to have an experience. And that experience, meaning the perception of it, because we're just perceiving everything, we're observing, and the reception of it, what comes in, comes through this filter, through the 6 senses that this filter has. And I'm going to control it by design. So the first thing I'm going to focus on is the mindset. Of course, this is the Positive Mindset Podcast, but what does mindset mean? For this, we're going to say that the mind is the key to the filter. It's what resonates on the frequency. The set part is what frequency that it's setting on. I'm going to put my mind, I'm going to set it on the highest frequency available to me. Now you're wondering, how do you do that? How do you know what your mind is set on? You have to listen to the thoughts. The thoughts are the indicator of the frequency you're in. You see, those thoughts are not separate things. You observe them. Those thoughts are materialized versions of frequency. You see, frequency is vast. It's not just one thing. It's a vast layer. as if it goes infinitely in one direction. It's like a plane that goes infinite. There's so much stuff in that. There's words on every frequency, but the words are different on every level. So the words that you want are the frequency that you want. So it should be like love, power, joy, forgiveness, empowering, abundance. Anything is possible, expansion, whatever those words that you need in your mind represent the frequency. Now, there's a few ways that these words appear that you're able to observe them. There's the subconscious. That's really where your mind's setting. When things are not going your way, when it's difficult, when a situation happens, those thoughts are really the frequency that you're setting on. Now, throughout the day, your mind or that filter probably goes through different frequencies depending on what's going on externally. No longer is that going to be the case for myself and hopefully for you. I'm going to imprint the thoughts, the frequency that I want to reside in every single day with powerful I am statements. And there's no limit to how many I am statements you can say. You can start with saying, I am living my best life. You can close your eyes. I am living my best life. And imagine as you're saying these things, in fact, let's go through this exercise together. We're going to close our eyes. We're not going to do any breathing unless you want to, but we're going to close our eyes, be still, and we're going to imagine our mind. This is maybe in the morning, this exercise you want to do it, but you can do it at any time throughout the day, whenever needed. But we're going to close our eyes and we're going to start saying these things. We're going to pump ourselves up and imagine that there's lines just like on a piece of paper, on a notepad piece of paper, that just go up, 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 up infinitely. There's your current state. So just listen to your thoughts. Think about your day. Think about maybe a difficult thing. Maybe think about a positive thing. What is your initial reaction to those thoughts? Maybe it's I don't feel so good. I don't want to be here. I'm hurting. Things are good. Whatever they are, allow them to go. And then imagine your mind settling somewhere on those lines. And then what we're going to do, or this is what I'm going to do every single day for 2024. This is my mission, to become something and give it away. That's all 2024 is going to be. I want to manifest materially, expansively, in just life in general, the people around me, the experiences, the places I go, the things that I see, the things that I receive, all by design. If you stay along this podcast, you will see the journey. I made an Instagram video a few days ago speaking about this exact thing. No longer do I want to wait till I have the things to share how I got there. I'm going to share the process now. That's the journey. There's always somebody one step behind you that could learn from you. So here we go. So we're going to get there. We're going to close our eyes, get in the moment, just kind of calm ourselves, put our mind, listen to the thoughts that are going through your head. And I'll even give you something. Rent is due tomorrow. What thoughts just went through your head? Your car payment is due tomorrow. You have to go meet your ex tomorrow. You have to go deal with your boss tomorrow. What goes through your head? Those are your frequency levels. Then we're going to pump them up. I am powerful. Where does your mind go? I am infinite. Where does your mind go? I can do anything. Nothing can stop me. I am going to achieve amazing things. I'm going to be a billionaire, a millionaire. I'm going to be healthy, wealthy, and wise. I'm going to receive everything that I desire. I'm going to perceive everything in ways that uplift me. I'm going to move past hurt. I'm going to move past pain. None of these things have anything to do with me. I'm in love, light, joy, whatever words you have to say over and over and over again as you see that mind rise on that paper. See it go up, up, up on the layers and layers and layers. You want to get it on the highest that you can imagine. The more you do this, the easier it'll get. The words that you need will start to show up. You'll realize, okay, I need more love in my life, so I'm going to charge myself up with love. I need more material in my life because I don't want to live paycheck to paycheck anymore. I want a new house. I want to support my family. I want to do these things. Whatever it is that you want in your frequency, you'll start learning to say. And so you're going to build it up. That's going to change the filter in which you're experiencing the world in. Then there's the body, of course, where we got to take care of that. We got to think about it as not my body, but the body that my filter is in. The better I take care of that, the better and the healthier this mind will be, or the filter that's perceiving the world. So eat foods that align with your goal. Do exercise that align with the goal. Do stretching, do meditation, whatever. Treat it well because this is where everything is harbored. Your energy goes within here to have this experience, so we must take care of it. Take care of it as you're the farmer taking care of something that you planted. You're taking care of something separately. Make it do the things that are good for it. When the thoughts of what are not good for it come into mind, know that that's the lower frequency filter pulling you back down. Every day for 2024, I'm going to do this. In fact, I'm starting it now, but 2024, this is the goal. The messaging in here is going to help align with that. The coaching that I'm doing is going to align with that. The programs, the businesses, all of those things are going to align with the fact that you can install a frequency in something, whether it's your mind or something external, and watch it shift. The law of attraction says like attracts like. If everything is energy, meaning there's nothing physical, if you want a different car, speak to it differently. If you want a different bank account, speak to it differently. If you want different people, different things in your life, speak to them differently, because there's no different between your mind to them. The frequency that you perceive them and the frequency that you receive them is based upon your perception of them and the energy you put into them. I'll get better at explaining this, but I hope this makes sense. I hope this lets you know that you have the power to change the level that you perceive the world. Remember, the world is not as it is. The world is as you are. Your perception, how you perceive the world, is your reception. It's how you receive it. That's always the case. Otherwise, everybody would have the same exact experience. That's not what happens. Two people could watch the same thing and walk away with two different things based upon their background, their experiences, or what even happened to them just a few moments ago. It's all happening for you. You are powerful, you are amazing, and you are the rising tide that lifts all ships. Well, thank you so much for listening. I hope this episode was impactful. It did feel good to be doing again back on this mic. If you want to make sure you don't miss a single episode, make sure you subscribe to my email list. There's a link down below. It will keep you up to date with every single episode. And if you want to follow me on social media, there's my Instagram, TikTok, all down below. I appreciate all the follows there. And if you're ready to level up, if you want to expand, we're going to take one more final deep breath. I'm so excited to connect with you on this breath because we're going to move forward with understanding. We understand things. We understand that it's happening for us. We understand that the opportunity is for us. We understand that the future is decided by us. So when you take that deep breath in, you're going to say understanding, understanding, understanding. See it expand in your mind. As you're holding your breath, I'm going to speak some positive energy about understanding. Allow that into your mind. You can try to say it with me if you can. But as we exhale, allow anything that no longer resonates with you so that you can move forward with complete understanding and trust in yourself. So let's go ahead and take that final deep breath in. I have understanding. Understanding that it's happening for me. Understanding that I have the power. Understanding that I'm not the victim. That I am the creator of my experience. I have understanding. And go ahead and exhale.